So if you're someone that's looking to improve your communication skills, today I'm going to share with you a book that's, helped me, become a better communicator as I've, worked on growing my YouTube channel. And the name of that book is 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication by John C. Maxwell. And today we're going to talk about, the first law, which is the law of credibility, which says the most effective message is the one you live. And when I was reading that book and I went to that first chapter, like that part resonated with me like instantly, because as I've started creating content on YouTube, I was trying to come up with different topics to talk about, like making money online, or finance and different other topics. And it was funny too, because I made money online with affiliate marketing, and it was easy for me to create content using that. But it was just so funny, because I would go on YouTube and see other people, content creators, when they talk about how to make money online, and they had a bunch of stuff that they would say, oh, how to make money online doing this, how to make money doing online with that. And I was saying to myself, like, did you really make money with all these different, did you make money doing all these things? And I'm like, I doubt they did that. And for me, it was like, I don't want to do that. It's like, I don't want to, create some fake way to, okay, how to make money doing XYZ when I never made money. Like for me, when I was talking about making money online with affiliate marketing, it was easier for me to communicate that, because it was something that I went through, right? I could share the experiences, the things, my failures, my successes. So it was easy for me to communicate that to people, as opposed to like coming up with some fake ways to like, oh, hey, how to make money, selling paper toilet. Like it never sit right with me. Like I said, I don't know if they did that, but I just found it hard to believe to say that every day they would come up with a video saying how to make money doing XYZ. And I'm like, there's no way you made money doing that, right? Like, so it never sat well with me. So I just kind of like got away from that. And, once I did affiliate marketing, that was pretty much it. But to continue with the book, some of the qualities that, in this book that they talk about when it comes to becoming a good communicator is that, one, being transparent, right? Being transparent, being open with your communication, sharing your wins, sharing your losses, and just being open to like whatever message that is that you're trying to communicate. You want to be transparent, because people feel transparency. So that's another one. Another quality is being consistent, right? Especially when it comes to the messaging, right? You don't want to be talking about one thing and then hopping over to another, right? You want to make sure that when you're speaking or conveying a message, you want to be consistent with that message. Another one is like being a good example, okay? And that's, like reliving what I've learned, right? Sharing people that experience, because not only that, but you don't want to be telling people to do one thing while you're doing another, right? Like if you're someone that's trying to lose weight and I'm saying, hey, you know what, go to the gym, eat right, drink water, and while at the same time I'm over there chilling, drinking a beer, eating pizza, not doing anything, and just gaining weight, right? That wouldn't be a good example of whatever message I'm trying to convey to that person that's listening. Another one is being competent, right? You want to make sure that you know what you're talking about. People want to listen to people that know what they're talking about. So that's something that's also important when you're trying to convey a message. Make sure you're competent in whatever message you're trying to convey to that person that's listening. Another one is also being trustworthy. And when it comes to trust, obviously trust takes time, right? It's something that you build over time. And the more people listen to you and they say, okay, you know what, the message that what he's talking about, it seems consistent. And when you have all these qualities, all those things build trust over time. So it's something that when you're trying to convey a message and you communicate, you want to come off as trustworthy. And of course, as you continue to speak and you say things that people can resonate with, people tend to say, all right, I can trust this person over time. Because let's be honest, like when it comes to people listening to you, people listen to you for a few reasons, right? Like one, like sometimes people listen because they have to listen, right? Whether it's because of a title that's your boss or whatever it is, for whatever reason, they just listen because they have to listen. So, but that's not enough, right? People, you also want to make sure that they're listening for a reason, that you're able to, have a good message from what you're trying to speak about. Another reason is like some people listen to you because of the relationship, right? They listen to you because they actually like you, right? They know you. They say, all right, you built a relationship with this person and I like this person, so I want to continue listening to this person. So that could be another reason why people listen to you. And another thing is, like, people sometimes listen to you because you're good, right? You're good at what you do. You're good at what you're talking about. So some people just want to continue to listen to you, right? So that's another reason. Another reason is people listen to you because you add value to their lives, Okay, and that's, I think for a lot of people that's a big one, right? Like when someone is adding value to your life, that makes you want to listen to that person more, because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Okay, and that's something that I think for a lot of people they kind of understand, because they don't like, all right, okay, what are you doing? They want to know why you do it. It kind of builds a connection with that person. Say, all right, I kind of understand with that person. And then sometimes, another reason people listen to you is because of who you are, right? They've built that relationship. They know who you are, and they say, you know what? I know this person. I like what this person has to talk about, and you know what? I'm gonna continue listening to that person, because it's like when it comes to communicating, like communication is all about making a connection. Right? It's all about connecting with that person. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to communicating. I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of people, is just building that connection with that other person, because there's different ways of learning to connect with people, right? That sometimes you learn to connect with a person through your thoughts, right? You connect with a person because of your thoughts, and because with your thoughts that helps you prepare the content. Another reason you learn to connect with someone is because of feelings. Okay, because which inspires the delivery of your content, right? It inspires you. The way you feel, it inspires that delivery of your content that people get to feel, and also your actions, and which gives you credibility of your content. And I think all of this, like when you put all that together, it helps make you a more effective communicator. And that's pretty much it. Like, and that's what it is. Like when you're breaking this whole thing down, it's like the most important thing is credibility, right? And which, like I said, it's like the most effective message that you can convey is the one that you live. And I think that's the easiest one. Like if you're starting off with communicating, talk about something that talking about an experience that you actually live, because that's the most easiest way to communicate with somebody, instead of like trying to come up with something that you haven't lived, and you're trying to put pieces of an experience that you never experienced before. But if you can talk about something that you've actually experienced, it makes it that much easier. So those are my thoughts. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Make sure you leave a comment down below with the like button, share, and if you haven't done so, then make sure to subscribe. So guys, take care. Have a good one. Later.